Especially a doctor for a hip flexor strain. Now, seeing a doctor for a hip flexor strain might be a good idea, especially if it's not resolving under an expected period of time. Think about a cut. If you have a cut, typically it self-resolves if unprovoked and unstretched within about 5 to 10 days. So let's roughly say about a week there. If you're not experiencing a significant reduction by your own body healing process within about a week's period of time, then you should maybe investigate what else is going on. What can a doctor do for this, you might wonder? Well, they might give you a better plan of attack. Typically figuring out why the hip flexor is tight, if it's protecting something else, or if there's something else going on locally within the muscle or within the surrounding region, is something they can screen out with some really good tests, some simple tests. You don't need an image to look at it. You don't typically need an MRI or an X-ray to investigate further, so you can wipe that off your mind, because a lot of times those do cost a lot of money, and nobody wants to do them if they don't need to. But your healthcare provider can give you a good idea whether those are merited or not. Typically what we do with the examination of this area is, because the hip flexor attaches to the low back, we have to investigate the lower back to see if it's creating any problems. We have to investigate the little nerve roots right in here. We have to investigate the disc right in there. We have to investigate the SI joint, which it crosses, as well as the hip joint, which it crosses too. There's muscles that cross that area as well. The hamstrings, the glutes, the ab wall. So a lot of things cross that area that need to be investigated and screened out, because hip impingement, SI joint sprains, or hyper or hypomobility can also be correlating factors to why this thing is not healing itself. So consider that. All they have to do is a 15-minute exam, that's very diligent, to figure out exactly what's going on, and you're off to the races. If you're looking for help, I'm Sebastian in Huntington Beach, California, Performance Place Sports Care. If you're not local to us, don't worry. You can still ask us for help, all right? We are making an attempt to answer everybody's questions, no matter where you're at, what country you're in. It does not matter. We're here to help, okay? So ask us a question, tell us what you're experiencing, and we'll do our best to guide you to the right direction. So there's no need to deal with this hip flexor anymore, okay, guys? You should be getting better. Talk to you soon.